What is up, YouTube? I am back, your friendly neighborhood royal mechanic. You might want to call me your friendly neighborhood tamer soon, but we'll get to that in just a second. So, some things happened. Our collab did not work out, guys, so we're back. We are going to be still doing Vanguard every once in a while, but not anything major. I'll most likely just give you updates on my decks, and that's about it. But today we do have some product to open. We do have Digimon. So as of the beginning of this month, Digimon has come out. These trial decks I got at my friendly neighborhood Target. Your local game stores have yet to still receive them due to the pushback, but Targets will have them. Right now, we are under the wrath of scalpers, but these are available, and we're gonna go into one. I have partially opened these already. I was kind of overexcited, but Mrs. Mech told me slow my roll and open it for you guys on camera. So I'm gonna start with one of my favorite lines, the Greymon line, which is part of red, the color red. So we're gonna open up starter deck Gaia Red today. First, I also have, like you saw with TK, we have yellow as well. I will be opening up 2 of those, and since all of these come with 1 booster pack, we're gonna open up some booster packs as well. So let's get down to this. So I've already opened it, per se. Just re-closed it up. We do have the 1 trial deck. The pack that came with it was covered in the Omegamon, or as we know him, Omnimon. But like I said, we'll get to packs at the end of the video. So, for Gaia Red, let's see what it comes with, shall we? So to start it off, it does come with 4 Digitama. The Digitama of choice for Red is Koromon. Level 2, like all Digitamas. His inheritable skill is, though, while this Digimon has 4 or more Digivolution cards, it gets 1k DP. So pretty basic. One of the better starters. There's also, in the actual set, there's a Yokomon, who I hope we probably pulled so I can show it to you, that also works in tandem with him. And that's pretty much who you would run for your Digi-Eggs. You can run up to 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and majority of people will just run 5, which is going to be 4 of these and 1 Yokomon. Also, the deck comes with, now we're going to go into rookies, 4 vanilla Biomon. These are good because of the cheap play cost of 2. So this helps starving your opponent when it comes to robbing them of memory. We also have 4 of Best Boy, aka Agumon. His ability, his inheritable is on your turn, get 1000 DP. He also is one of the most run cards in Red. We also have another just plain vanilla of 4 Dracomon, 3 cost, 4 DP. So another basic one, but it's vanilla. Next, we're going to go into our level 4s. So it gives us 4 Birdramon, which is a vanilla. Then we get 4 Cordramon. This is our blocker. Blocker is one of the best cards in the game. So you always want these. Every deck runs their colors blocker. There is no reason you shouldn't be. Also, this deck comes with 2 Greymon. For this reason alone, this is why people buy 2 of each structure deck, because certain cards in the deck only come at 2 ofs, and this is one of our 2 ofs. This also comes with 4 Garudamon, which is one of the ultimate levels for the deck. well, for the starter deck anyway, and has the skill. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Let's go back one. Let's talk about Greymon and Cordramon. Let's go back two. I forgot skills. Cordramon has not only blocker skill, but then he has the when attacking skill, lose 2 memory. Greymon has the inheritable security attack +1. And now we're back to Garudamon, which is when Digi-evolving, one of your Digimon get 3 DP for the turn. Good effect, but there's a lot of stuff better that comes out of the 1.0 set. Now, the other ultimate we get, that is a 4 of, is Metal Greymon. Metal Greymon's inheritable is when your Digimon is blocked, gain 3 memory. This is really good because it pressures your opponent to let things go. Then we also have 2 Phoenixmon. This is another vanilla, but this is also one of our budget ultimates. Sorry, budget megas. So what you do with this one is pretty much this helps you turbo, but it's also one of those staple cards. So once again, it's only a 2 of. You need to buy another structure deck to get the other 2. This only comes in structure deck, along with a lot of these other cards in the set. Then we also get 2 War Greymon, starter War Greymon. His skill is for your turn. For every 2 Digivolution cards this Digimon has, it gains 1 security. It's pretty decent. It's not really run, but you can run it if you don't have the set War Greymon, who actually is like 20 times better, but this is still playable. Next, they also give us 4 Tamers. The Tamer of choice for red is Tai. His ability is, on your turn, all your Digimon get plus 10 DP, 1000 DP. And his security effect is, when triggered in security, play this card without paying its memory cost. And it only has a memory cost of 2, so it's always an optionable play. Then we got options. And for those who you don't know, options are like spell cards. So our first option is Shadow Wing. Its main effect is one of your Digimon get 3000 DP for the turn. It has the security effect. When triggered into security, all your Digimon gain security +1. So, security +1, and security attack +1, and until the end of your next turn. So if this is triggered, all your guys gain +1 extra damage, or +1 crit for those of you who play Vanguard. Then we also have 4 Starlight Explosion. Its effect is all your security Digimon get 7 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn. What this does is helps keep your security very strong early game, as well as in late game when your opponent starts dropping megas and ultimates like nobody's business. The security effect is the exact same. All your when triggered, all your security Digimon get 70 DP for the turn. Next, we have 2 Giga Destroyer. Main effect is delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. Security effect. Security, activate this card's main effect. It is a 2 of, so if you want to have a playset of, you still need another starter deck red. I plan to get one as well. Then, the big boy is Gaia Force. His effect is, main effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. This is the best security card in the game, probably second to Hammer Spark in blue. His second ability, the security ability, is it activates when triggered. This is a lightsaber. This is one of the best security in red. Always will be played. And it actually is one of the most played decks also in Gigazoo. Megazoo, where they just run a bunch of mega level Digimon and do crazy stuff. Next up, we're going to go into the yellow deck, which is run by our boy TK. For this one, the pack was a Diaboromon from the Digimon movie. So, we're going to open this one as well. For a little tip, for a little knowledge, red focuses on high power and heavy damage. Yellow is kind of like the turtle deck per se, where everything is highly defensive, and you sort of just want to make the game last longer than it really should. So, to start off, your in training for this deck is going to be Tokomon. Tokomon's inheritable skill is when an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping that to 0 DP, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Good effect. Yellow does do this quite well as growing security. Red does heavy damage along with piercing. I do play a blue deck, and blue focuses on draw, energy manipulating its energy as memory, as well as messing with your evolutionary sources. Next, we have, for one of your rookies, is Solomon. Just a plain 2-drop vanilla. Always run. Then we have, for Tapirmon, 3-drop, 4000 DP, pretty basic. And then we run 4 Patamon. Patamon's skill is a 3000, 1000 power, 3 to drop, 1000 DP. Has the inheritable Digimon. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping to 0 DP, gain 1 memory. This is a staple in most yellow decks right now. Then we get 2 Angemon. Angemon's inheritable is when attacking, if you have 4 or more security, gain 1 memory. It's only at 2, which means if you want a playset of the big boy, you need another copy of the structure deck. I have my 2. Next, we get 4 Gatomon, another vanilla. 4 to drop, 5000 DP, 2 to Digivolve. No skills. Then we have Unimon. Unimon is another blocker with the same skills of blocker, and when attacking, 2 memory. You always run your blockers, no matter what. Next, we get 4 Magna Angemon. His skill for inheritable is when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. Next, we also get 4 Angelwomon. Her skill is when Digivolving, when you have 3 security cards or less, trigger recovery 1. Meaning you get to take the top of your deck, put it into your security. Always fun. Then we get 2 Vanilla Magnadramon. So once again, if you always have your vanillas, these help with controlling your memory. So it helps your deck climb as the game goes. If you want more than 2, you need another structure deck. And then last but not least, for the Digimon, we get 2 Seraphimon. His effect is when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 4 DP for the turn. This is an okay ability, but just like with the Wargreymon, its deck variant is way better. Now, we also get 4 TK. This TK skill is on your turn. All your security Digimon get plus 2000 DP. His inheritable, like most tamers get, is when triggered in security, play this card without paying its cost. This is really good and played for a good while, especially with Shine Greymon. Next, into option cards, we get for Heaven's Gate. The main ability is one of your Digimon get plus 3 DP for the turn. The security effect is all your Digimon and security Digimon get plus 5 DP for the turn. Then add this card to its owner's hand. Really good, especially for a 1 cost. Next, we have 2 Heaven's Charm. Ability is one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 2,000 DP for the turn. It also has the security effect of add this to hand when triggered in your security. Then we have also for Holy Flame, which is ability main. One of your opponent's Digimon gains minus 3 security attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Meaning most of your guys are going to attack for 0. The security effect is all your opponent's Digimon gain security minus 1 until the end of the turn. Well, until the end of the turn it's triggered. So it's okay. Not a lot of players run it. And then we get, as our last card, 7 Heavens is another 2 of. Main is one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 10,000 BP for the turn. This is really good. This is almost comparable to a Gaia Force, but not by much. And then 7 Heaven also has the security effect. You get to trigger it. And that was yellow. So let's open this last one up, guys, so we can get these packs and get into the best part, right? There it is. 1 second. Always need your special opening tool. Because tape will always be your #1 adversary without an opening tool. Just like a Vanguard, it is also your enemy in Digimon. So let's open this one up again. Let's hope. I wonder what the pack art's going to be. So once again, full deck, all the fun stuff. We went over it. And then the last pack. Put that over here. And then the last pack. It holds the art of 3 of the Dark Masters. So, we got a Dark Master pack, Diaboromon, and Omnimon. These are all for set 1.0. Each pack contains, the set contains 187 cards, 50 commons, 45 rares, 20 super rares, 3 secrets. Yay, yay, yay. All the fun stuff, right? So we're going to open it. Each booster pack comes with 12 cards, so we're going to get a lot of fun out of this one. So on to the first pack. Let's hope for some SRs. Really good. One card we do want, guys, is an Omnimon. Omnimon is the most expensive card of the set. So we're going from the back, you do get 1 half of a memory counter. But you should be fine if you bought a structure deck, because all of them do come with their own memory counter in the color. So for the first one with the Omnimon pack on it, we get a Tyrannomon, who has the ability, when Digivolving, reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 level 5 Digimon and 1 green Tamer card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. Green for green, that is straight up scrying. Awesome. Straight up search and adding. Awesome card. Next one, we have Spyro Sword. It's an option card for black. Ability, main, one of your opponent's Digimon get 3 DP for the turn. Sorry, one of your Digimon get 3 DP for the turn. Security card, unsuspend the security ability, unsuspend one of your Digimon with blocker. Black has a lot of blockers. This is a decent card. Next we have a Reapamon. Reapamon's just another vanilla. Might not run it. Then we have another green option card, Smash Potatoes. The main ability is for the turn. The next time you would Digivolve one green Digimon from level 5 to level 6, decrease the Digivolution cost by 4. Green has really fun, is just like in Magic, cheap costing drops and a lot of memory shortcuts. So this is run as of right now until their structure deck where they get some really bonkers stuff. Next we have a Flarizamon. His effect is your turn while you have 3 or more memory. This Digimon gains security +1. Yeah, it's okay. Not many people run this card. Next we have a Caesaramon. Caesaramon has the ability Jamming. What Jamming does, guys, is when it attacks security, securities do not activate. Meaning, if it battles a Digimon in security, the battle does not commence. The security card is just destroyed. If you see a Tamer or an option card, it still goes off. Next we have Vegemon, which is a vanilla cheap Vegemon. Vegemon, a vanilla cheap champion. For 1, this helps early game to control your opponent's memory. Then we have a Loader Leomon. This is just your basic ultimate. The only difference is he has 10k DP. This actually is seeing current play right now due to the fact of that 10 DP. So he can hit security without much worry of what's in there. Next we have River of Power, blue option card. Return up to 3 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to their hand. This is literally a cheap version of his card's ability. Then we have a level 6 vanilla Boltmon for purple. He's just a vanilla. We also now have our two final cards. First one's going to be Mad Dog Fire. Option card for blue. One of your Digimon get plus 3 DP for the turn. Security effect, on trigger, draw a card, and then add this card to your hand. This card's kind of fun. Okay, we'll put our rare there. And then for our SR, we got a Rosemon. Rosemon's skill, opponent's turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks a player, if this Digimon is suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. This card is actually bonkers because of counterplay. It has a deck. Not many people run it. Green more runs dinos and bugs. They don't really run her. But she's still a decent card. On to the next pack. Once again, another memory. So half. And let's get to it. So first up, we have a Numamon. Numamon's skill, nothing. He's just he's a vanilla champion. Next, another Caesaramon. Alright, now we got Golden Ripper. Its ability is all your Digimon gain the following effect for the turn. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2 DP for the turn. Has no activation. Another Reapamon. So another vanilla. Ooh, another option card. Atomic Ray ability. Unsuspend one of your Digimon. Unsuspend one of your Digimon with blocker. Security effect. Unsuspend all your Digimon with blocker, and they get plus 5k DP for the turn. Next up, we have one of the best boys, Wizardmon. He has 2 effects. All turns, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, this Digimon gains retaliation. Retaliation, if you played Magic, is related to Death Touch. So when it dies, it kills the Digimon that killed it. On deletion, you get to draw a card. Next up, we have Gabumon for purple, who has the inheritable. On deletion, trigger, draw 2 cards, and then trash 1 card from your hand. Next up, we have a Gatsumon. Gatsumon is a rookie blocker with all the guns and all the bells and whistles of blocker, and when attacking, lose 2 memory. Then again, we got another River of Power. Then we have a Mega Kabuterimon with the ability when attacking, if your opponent has 2 or more suspended Digimon, gain 1 memory. And then we go into our first rare, which is Izzy. Izzy is one of the tamers. His effect is if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon in play, you can suspend this tamer to reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a Digimon card, add it to your hand, otherwise place it at the bottom of your deck. This card is actually played in tandem with the other green tamer, Mimi, because together they can constantly keep spamming their board with rookies, as well as constantly going up without really missing a step. And then last but not least, we also pulled a Matt Ishida, aka Matt. And at the start of your turn, this is one of the actually best skills for tamers in general. If your memory is 2 or less, set your memory to 3. Then the other is on play, return 1 purple card or purple option card from your trash to your hand, with both of them having the security effect of play this card without paying its memory. And on to the last pack, where we have the Dark Masters. Alright, let's do this. Alright, first up, we have Boring Storm. The effect is trigger, draw a card. Security effect, draw 2 cards. Next up, we have Kabuterimon with the ability of this Digimon, with the inheritable, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for every suspended Digimon your opponent has. Really good in green, since green likes to suspend people. Next up, we have Monodramon. It's just another vanilla low cost, which helps with controlling your memory. Then another Smashed Potatoes. Man, now I'm getting hungry. Then we pulled another Tyrannomon. Then we got a Digitamamon. His ability is when attacking, gain 3 memory. At the end of your turn, lose 3 memory. These aren't really played because they help your opponent more. Next up, another Cirrusmon. Next, we have a Demi-Devimon. Another vanilla minimize usage card. Then we have a Biomon with this skill. On your turn, when this Digimon is blocked, it gets 2000 DP with the inheritable. When this Digimon is blocked, this guy gets 2 DP. Then we also have Baby Domomon. Baby Domon, sorry. With the ability, while this Digimon has piercing, it gets 2 DP. This card's never really played because we don't really care about piercing. Next for a rare, we have Cupidmon. Cupimon's skill is when inheritable is when attacking. If you have 5 or more security cards, draw a card. This is actually one of the most played Digitama in yellow. And then last but not least, we pulled 1 Magna Angelmon. And don't forget the memory gauge. Magna Angelmon is on play, trigger, 1 recovery. With the inheritable, this Digimon gets 10 DP for every 3 security cards you have. Meaning, for every time you have a security card, every time you have 3, you get 1000 DP. This deck will always have 3. It sometimes grows higher and higher, and it gets stupid good. Love this boy. But yeah, guys, so that's been the set. That's been my pack openings and the structure decks. Look out at your local Targets for them, as well as your local game stores, which should be getting them around February 12th. So please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Let them know I am back, and I will be coming back with you with more Digimon news, reviews, and openings. I do have a deck list planned next week, once I finish my deck that I'm currently playing for competitive. So, see you again. Like, comment, subscribe, and have fun, Tamers. Later.